Hey, everybody, welcome back to Listography. I am Ryan with Jason and Joe, and we're going to give you our top 10 songs by the Eagles. Joe, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I'll start off here. All right, coming in number 10 for me, it's a tough choice from Desperado. There's a lot of good tracks on this album, but I'm going to go with Outlaw Man. It's got a cool CSNY kind of flavor to it. It was written by somebody else, not in the band. I forget who. So it has a little different sound. I like that. Number 9, Hollywood Waltz, another of their waltz time songs, along with Saturday Night and Take It to the Limit. Just got great instrumentation, a nice build up kind of to the end. It's slick, but it's not, overly produced. Number 8 from Desperado, I have Bitter Creek. Real cool, just like laid back, almost bluegrassy song. Number 7 is going to be Hotel California from Hotel California. It's overplayed, sure, but there's a reason why everyone loves it, and it's on the radio 10 times a day. Got the amazing, dual leads, that great guitar solos, the dueling solos at the end. I like the lyrics. I think Henley has some good vocal work, and I like his kind of sardonic take on the American Dream. Number 6 is going to be Take It Easy from their debut, their first song on their debut, co-written by Jackson Browne. I just think it's a really kind of encompasses what the Eagles were in the beginning of their career. Great vocal harmonies, some nice bluegrassy banjo. Number 5 is going to be Old 55 from On the Borders. It's a Tom Waits song. I think it's sung really well. Maybe because it's Tom Waits, it has, the lyrics are cool, very descriptive. I think they take what, a Tom Waits song and turn it into a really good Eagles song. Number 4 is going to be Wasted Time from Hotel California. I just think it's a really good ballad. It builds, it's got that piano intro, just real emotional. I feel it. I feel what Don Henley's trying to tell me on this one. Number 3, Victim of Love, also from Hotel California. I love the guitar lead. It's really kind of dirty, mean song. I really like the lyrics. I'm not going to quote them here, but they're cool. Real mean stuff, and I like it. It works. Number 2, Take It to the Limit from Take It to the Limit. I love this song. I love everything about it. 3/4 Waltz Time. It's super produced and slick, but I love Randy Meisner's vocals on this. I think they're the wheat damaged. I think he really kind of makes the song not too slick. He kind of brings it back to a real person. Number 1 is Desperado from Desperado. I too, like Elaine's boyfriend on Seinfeld, kind of get a dreamy, far off look in my eye. Every time it's played, I love everything about it. It was the first Eagles song I remember hearing. It's everything to me. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
I really thought I was going to have to be the one to bring up the Seinfeld reference. They also talk about Witchy Woman, right? She's like, what do you think about Witchy Woman?
Witchy Woman.
So number 10, this was a really difficult list for me to do, by the way. Started with about 25 songs on my master list. Got it down to around 13, and then I really had trouble cutting those last few. Just making the cut for me at number 10 is Take It to the Limit. It's really the vocal performance here. Randy Meisner, probably my favorite singer in the band, and I think this is his best lead vocal performance. At number 9, I have a song also sung by Randy Meisner, and this one written by Randy Meisner as well from their debut album, Take the Devil. I think this is a really cool, deep cut. This song sounds basically like the blueprint for every drive-by trucker song. It's just a really great country rock tune. Number 8, this is one of, I think, the rare exceptions in their catalog of a rock song that really works. I know Kram said in the last video he doesn't really like it, but I have Those Shoes. Great guitar work on it. I'm not really sure who's playing the guitar on it. It sounds like Joe Walsh, but the song was written by Don Felder, so I guess it could be either of them. At number 7, I have Old 55 as well. I think that's a great song. I love the Tom Waits version. I love the Eagles version. Apparently Tom Waits, not a fan of the Eagles version at all, but I think both are really good. Number 6, one of you said you didn't like this song either, and it blows me away. I think it's one of the coolest songs in their catalog. King of Hollywood from The Long Run. Just like a slow, menacing, sort of creepy in a way, and I love the dual guitar leads on it. So cool. At number 5, I have I Can't Tell You Why, sung by Timothy B. Schmidt. Just a great sort of different kind of R&B infused tune. I think Timothy B. Schmidt, even though he's only on one album, and then we won't even count Long Road Out of Eden, he really makes his mark on the band. I think he was probably the best possible replacement that they could have found for Randy Meisner. At number 4, I have Lion Eyes. Maybe not the best song in my top 10, but the vocal harmonies are incredible. I think they're kind of on the same level as like Beach Boys harmonies on this song. They're just some of the best recorded vocals I've ever heard.
Woo! Beach Boys level is hard for me to. Go on. Okay. All right.
Number 3, I have Desperado. I agree pretty much with everything Joe said about it. It's just a really well written and well orchestrated tune. Number 2, I have One of These Nights. It's a very cool song, kind of different with the sort of like sliding guitar part at the beginning with the sliding bass working against each other, and the guitar solo is incredible. And at number 1, my favorite Eagles song, written with Glenn Frey, Don Henley, J.D. Souther, and Jackson Browne, I have Doolin Dalton. I think it's the best song in their catalog, and I love the way it reprises later in the record. Just a really cool song.
I don't have One of These Nights on my list, but I do love that little intro with the slide bass. It should be any second now. A popular hip-hop artist samples it, but it is pretty cool. My list was hard to put together, not to cut, but to add. I had 6 songs on it for sure I wanted to put on, and then after that, I really had to get some scavenging going. My number 10 is going to be Hotel California. Like I said in the album's video, I do really like the Hell Freezes Over version, but the studio version is really good as well. Henley sounds great. I like the anecdotal nature of the storytelling lyrics, and the guitar work is really good. Number 9, from One of These Nights, I have Too Many Hands. This has just a really nice version of their sleek kind of electric acoustic sound. Meisner sings on it. It sounds pretty good. One of the only songs where I find it musically interesting, and when I pick up a guitar, I might kind of want to fiddle with this song and see what it's all about. Number 8, I've got Outlaw Man from Desperado. It's the only song I've got that Glenn sings. I like it's like rustic truckin' 60s vibe to it. Number 7, I've got Desperado from Desperado. Everything you guys said about it is true. I especially love when the backing vocals come in at the end with the "Let Somebody Love You" line. I do think it's a pretty good lyrical album, or a lyrical song, excuse me. Number 6, I've got Certain Kind of Fool. It's also sung by Meisner. This is one of the only songs where the vocal performance really sticks out to me. He's really pushing out the lyric. But everything Joe has been saying about him as a singer, I really like. He's a little rough around the edges. I dig it. Number 5, I've got King of Hollywood from The Long Run. Jason's right. It is kind of cool and moody, maybe a little creepy, I think what you said. I like that. It's one of the only songs they have with kind of a confident attitude about it, which I like. Number 4, from Eagles Live, I've got Seven Bridges Road. It's the best example of that harmony. It's really beautiful, and then that jangly guitar comes in the end. I like that song a lot. Number 3, I've got In the City. Really simple, just kind of rock pop song, or their idea of it. It's just kind of like 3 chords with a really nice beat going behind it. Number 2, Jason's right. Doolin Dalton is awesome. It's got my favorite of their Western country sound to it. It's got some energy to it. Maybe that's because Jackson Browne had some stuff to say about it. I probably would like Eagles a lot more if Jackson Browne had a heavy hand and was with the band. Number 1 for me, don't know why you guys don't like this song. It's Witchy Woman. The song is awesome. It's a really cool 70s song. Love the bass line. It's got attitude. It's kind of whimsical. They're not a sexy band at all, but this is as close as it comes. Witchy Woman is the only song of theirs that I really like, that I could probably listen to again in the future. But yeah, this is a weak top 10 for me. As you know, if you watch the albums list, it's not my favorite band, but these are the songs that get by for me. So thanks everybody for tuning in to our top 10 favorite Eagles songs. We do have another Eagles installment coming up. Stay tuned with Listography. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications, and like the video. And we will see you next time on Listography.